You know, sincerity in pop music is a weird sword. You can cut like a knife, or can cut like a dull knife through butter. And for a few people, this song kind of borderlines. It's a Michael Jackson hit on Epic that came out in 1980, the fourth single from his 79 album Off the Wall, and it's called She's Out of My Life. Written by American songwriter Tom Baylor, and again performed by the Glove One. It peaked at number 10 in the Billboard Hot 100, marking the first time any solo artist ever achieved 4 top 10 hits from one album. In America, it earned a million-selling platinum certification. The demo version of the song, which featured Jackson singing with guitar, was released on the second disc of the 2009 album Michael Jackson, This Is It. The song has also been covered by a variety of artists, including Patti LaBelle, Shirley Bassey, Genuine, 98 Degrees, S Club 7, Barbara Mandrell, Daniel Evans, Nina, Willie Nelson, Josh Groban, Gloria Lynn, and Carl Gott. Unlike the album's previous singles, which are all up-tempo, dance-orientated funk and disco songs, She's Out of My Life is an emotional ballad. The song has a tempo of 66 beats per minute, making one of Jackson's slowest songs. The song is about a painful breakup. It has been claimed that Baylor wrote the song about Karen Carpenter, who Baylor had briefly dated. However, he was stated, the fact is I already written that song by the time Karen and I became romantic. The song was written more about Rhonda Rivera. Rhonda and I have been together for 2 years. It was after we broke up that I started dating Karen. Now, producer Quincy Jones originally intended to save the song for Frank Sinatra. However, he wanted Jackson to record material with more mature themes and feel the full range of his voice, so he decided to bring the song to Jackson's attention. A poignant moment of the song occurs near the end where Jackson begins to break down in tears as he sings the final line. Although he attempted to record the song's last few moments with emotional restraint, after numerous times he continued to end the rendition the same, by breaking down in tears. Jones subsequently let Jackson's tearful recording stand out. Now, She's Out of My Life, according to Jones, I've been carrying around for almost 3 years. You can feel the pain in it, you know, and I held on to it, and finally something said it's the right moment to give it to Michael. And we recorded with him. I knew it was an experience he'd never even thought about to sing in a song. Eventually, Jackson apologized to Jones and Bruce Sweden following the emotional recording, but he said there was no need to. Now, it's interesting about the history of the song. According to Jackson, the autobiography Moonwalk, he wrote that the song's about knowing that barriers separating from others are seemingly easy to overcome, yet they cause him to miss out on what he really desires. He said that he cried from the sudden effect of the words because I've been letting so much build up inside me. Particularly reminding him of his feeling of being so rich in some experiences while being poor in moments of true joy. He worried about this feeling showing up in the song, but also felt that it touched people's heartstrings, knowing that it would make me feel less lonely. He described making Off the Wall as one of the most difficult periods of my life. I had very few close friends at the time and felt very isolated. He would walk through his neighborhood, hoping to meet people who didn't know who he was, so he could meet somebody who would be my friend because they liked me and needed a friend too, not because I was who I am. The song peaked at number 10 in the States on the Billboard Hot 100. The single was even more successful in the UK and peaked at number 3 on the charts, the equivalent position reached by Off the Wall's debut single, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Given the popular response to his emotional rendition, the song remained in Jackson's live set for many years. Now, all music editor Stephen Thomas Erlewine called the song an overall ballad, but praised Jackson's blindly gifted singing on the track. Rolling Stone editor Stephen Holden praised the singer's ultra-dramatic phrasing, which takes huge emotional risks and wins every time, wiring the last drops of pathos from Tom Baylor's tearjerker. She's Out of My Life. Cashbox said it was a feathery symphonic opening, muted keyboard work, and tearful vocal reading. A music video was produced to promote the song, which showed Michael in a blue-green shirt, dark pants, and singing on a bar stool with a spotlight shining behind him. The video used a split-screen technique to simultaneously show Jackson from 2 different angles during the second and third verses. It was directed by Bruce Gowers, who was also director of a similar video for Jackson's previous single, Rock With You. The video is shown far less frequently than Jackson's later video, but is included on the DVD box set, Michael Jackson's Vision, making it his first DVD release. The song was performed during the Jackson's Triumph Tour and Victory Tour, It was also performed on Jackson's Bad Tour, the Dangerous World Tour, and the Road Brunei concert, which also turned out to be the final live performance of the song, as Wilson was rehearsed for the History World Tour. Now, unfortunately, that tour was removed from the set list before the tour began. The song was also rehearsed as a duet with female backup vocalists for the first Michael and Jackson and Friends charity concert in Seoul, South Korea, but canceled for the final performance, which took place 10 years a day before Jackson's death. Usually during these performances, Jackson would replace the line "It's out of my hands" with "It's Can I Come Down There." He would then bring a female audience member up on stage with him while performing the song. Before concluding the song by singing the final word "life," he would also pause briefly, physically displaying the rest, which he amplified by shielding his face and acting as if he was crying. He would also do that gesture near the end of "I'll Be There" during the Jackson 5 melody. The live performances on the song were featured on Live at Bucharest, the Dangerous Tour, and Live at Wembley, July 16, 1988. Live audio is available in the Live at Wembley July 88 CD, included as a bonus on the Bad 25 and 81 live album, The Jacksons Live. Now, again, recorded and mixed by Bruce Swedian, and string arrangements by Johnny Mandel. Number 17 in Australia, number 15 in Canada, 4 in Ireland, 13 and 19 in the Netherlands, 6 in New Zealand, 3 in the UK, top 10 US Billboard, top 4 adult contemporary states, Hot Wholesale Singles 43, Cashbox number 14, US Radio Airplay number 10, and Euro Charts US Billboard 65. It did also chart in 2009 in Netherlands, Switzerland, and UK. Went gold in the States at 1 million and 500,000 in the UK. Now, Janie Fricke and Johnny Duncan, the country music stars, recorded that in 1979-80, and it went top 20 in Canada and top 17 in the States. Different versions, again, Ellen Page, Shirley Bassey, Barbara Mandrell, Genuine, Josh Groban, Patti LaBelle, John Lee, Scott Burton, Ringmasters, the idea about the song, ladies and gentlemen, it had a little bit of country feel to it as well, so that's why it did pretty good on the country charts. But you got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, it's a song that could go into triacle, but it'd be interesting to see if Karen Carpenter would have tried her version at it. It would have been interesting, especially the connection with the songwriter. So She's Out of My Life, again, a lost hit for Michael Jackson because you rarely hear it played in the radio anymore. If you like what you're doing here with Behind the Tracks, let us know in a like, comment, subscribe, or share.